Hi folks, it's the 1st of June 2020. I hope you're doing well. We're still in the midst of this terrible COVID-19 virus, but hope you're able to come through that okay. And I'm out here today in the fields of Leicestershire to review a pair of Danish Army boots, and there's a very tenuous link between these boots, a can of English cider, and an old English church. And if you bear with me, I'll tell you that story. One of my ideas is to try and review a pair of boots in a place that you might want to become walking. As you can see, there's quite a few people out today walking, but there's plenty of space here to keep your social distancing. There's no issues. So after I've reviewed the boots, I'll just tell you a little bit about the history of this area. So, Danish Army boots, I believe after the Second World War, the Danish Army was using basically British style battle dress with the ammo type boots, with the ankle gaiters. And then in 1958 they introduced a new range of boots, a high leg boot, followed by 1983, and these are the 1983 model, and then model 85. Today I understand that actually Altberg are supplying the Danish Army with a version of their Defender boot. They won a contract in 2013, which I think has been renewed in 2018. So good job for Altberg there, the British company. So these are the 83 model. I think there are some differences between the 58, the 83 and the 85 models. Basically the 58 model had a separate toe cap, and the sole, the outsole on the 58 model was glued and screwed with brass screws. And now this is the 83 model, and it looks to be a direct molded DMS type sole. These are unissued, so obviously been in storage. They look to be a classic type of military boot from yesteryear. There's no separate lining. They're heavy grained pebble type leather, so I'm sure they'd last a long time. They're remarkably well stitched, treble stitching and even 4 stitches in places. They have a hard toe here, composite toe. Not sure if that's steel or whether it's composite material. They're the simple eyelets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 eyelets, and then this tongue goes up to the 7th, stitched in. On the side is if you can see that, there's the Danish crown and HMAK and 1999. So these were made in 1999, and that's the official mark that the Danish military use. I think it goes back hundreds of years. So if you want a genuine pair of boots, you need to just look for that mark on the side of the boot. Only got these today, and I'll explain that in a minute. So I've not even actually tried them on yet. But they certainly seem to be, a tough pair of boots. I'm sure polished up, they look quite smart. So if you like high leg boots, and these cost I think around £49 sterling plus shipping at the moment, and they have the 58 model in stock, the 83 model, which these are, and they also have the 85 model in stock. Very good grip on the outsole. Sure they'll take the mud and the grit, and that's the central mark there. So So there we have it, that's the Danish Army Boots. No lining, as I said, there's no insole with these either. I need to put one in. So they're just a good basic strong boot, typical of an army boot of the you know, the 70s, the 80s time period. Now of course they come more with maybe Gore-Tex linings, or they also come with cushioning, etc. Okay, so that's it for the Danish Army Boots. Now, the area I'm now is in Leicestershire, South Leicestershire. It's called Wistow. Originally there was a village over where those cows are in the distance. There was a village which is a lost village now, called Wistow, so abbreviated to Wistow. It goes back to early Middle Ages. It was in the Domesday Book and it died out. Now I don't think it actually died out like a lot of villages did because of the plagues. I think it was more economic reasons in the 16th century that it died out. And the church here is named after Saint Wistow, who was a Mercian prince. He was a Christian prince, and he was actually murdered here by his cousin in 849 AD. And the tradition is that on the 1st of June, the date of the anniversary of his murder, hair is seen to grow in the grass in the graveyard. So we'll go and have a look. Somehow I don't think it's true. I've not had my hair cut properly by a barber for, what, 2 or 3 months now, so maybe if I lie down in the grass, other people are coming along, maybe they think it is true. So we'll walk into there in a minute. And the camera cider, well, it's my birthday today, so I'll be having a few of those later. So that's the tenuous link between all these things. But this area was also ruled by the Danes. So that's a link to the Danish Army Boots that came here and conquered this part of what's called Danelaw in this area. And St Wistow was a Mercian prince who, as I said, was murdered in 849 by his cousin. Just across behind the fields, which you can't see at the moment, I'll try and walk out there in a moment, is Wistow Hall, just a few hundred metres from here. And Wistow Hall was built around 1614, I think, and during the English Civil War, King Charles I stayed there on the way to the Battle of Naseby, which is in the next county in Northamptonshire. And after the Battle of Naseby, he actually stayed there on the way back, on his way to Leicester, which was still a royalist stronghold, and he left a saddle there apparently, which is still there. But Wistow Hall is a private residence. It's not a place you can visit as a member of the public, but either his saddle or his cavalry man in charge, Prince Rupert, of the Cavalier Cavalry, saddle was left at Wistow Hall. So what we'll do now, we'll have a walk into the churchyard. So I'll just get my various bits and pieces together. Just bear with me for a second. There's a canal over in the distance and a railway as well, the other side of that. So people come along in the canals. As you say, it's quite busy today, been a nice summer's day. A lot of people out walking in this area because it is a place where you can walk around and give other people a miss. Okay, let's go and have a walk into the churchyard. Beautiful day today. There's somebody sitting in here. I'll just leave my, go around the other side. No, can't see any hairs growing in the grass. So not so surprisingly, it is just a legend. Very old tombstones in here. Made of slate, which of course died out. The use of slate died out after the end of the First World War, the Great War, because they didn't have the manpower to mine it anymore. So there's the church. I think the church dates back to the 12th century. Different parts been added over the years. It's closed at the moment, of course, with the present crisis. No hair in the grass. There you go. So, St. Wistow, he was the Christian Prince of Mercia, murdered by his cousin, 849. Became a saint, and this is St. Wistow's church, they call it. So let's go out to the main road now and try and see Wistow Hall. Okay, I have to walk a different way to do that. Because the main gate is closed. Okay, try to carry my army boots, cans of cider. The old stone. Hiya, hiya. Okay, if you bear with me, I'll just walk down to the main road and you'll be able to see Wistow Hall. So if you get the chance sometime, come out here. As you can see, some pleasant, easy walk around here. You don't have to go very far if you don't want to, and you know, it's easy walking. As you can see, it's just pasture land, and the owners allow people, as long as they've got the dogs on their lead, to come in here. You don't have to specifically keep to just the footpath. And in Leicestershire, something they do which is really good all over the county, they mark the public footpaths with these yellow waypoints, basically. So you know if you're on the right the right path or not. Oh, churchyard was open. Okay, didn't think it was. People are going out of the church. Let's go this way. Okay. Okay, we're coming up to the road, if you're still with me. Just got to get over this stile, so the camera might be rocking and rolling a little bit. If I do that. Okay. There we go. And just across the road here is Wistow Hall. Some swans and ducks here, look. I'll move along here. I can get the lake. There we are, that's Wistow Hall, built around 1614 and where King Charles stayed after the Battle of
walk around that door,
Naseby. So that's it for now, folks. I hope you found it interesting. If you just wanted the boot review, you can cut the rest of it out. And look forward to doing another review for you. I've got some more boots to review when I can get out. Take care.